Terrifics number 11, Jeff Lemire writing, Victor Bogdanovich on the art. And obviously they defeated Java last issue, so this one's kind of all separate. Terrific's investigating. He's investigating where Java's went. He's built an LT sphere. He's trying to track where Java's been traveling in the multiverse.
I love the stakes that Lemire puts in right there. Like if Terrific doesn't get the calculations right on this jump drive, like it could be the end of the multiverse.
Yep.
Like I love that that's just put into a line.
Yeah,
it's really casual.
And Terrific's
don't worry about it.
And Terrific's like, it's good job I don't make mistakes. And I'm like, all right, pat yourself in the back there. So he's doing that, and we see what all the other characters are up to. They're all separate, and which is fine. I think this is the right sort of issue to have after you've just ended kind of your first, like, what was essentially a 10-issue arc of like dealing with Java and all that.
Yeah, it was essentially your first year almost of the book, and then you get little epilogue bits.
Yeah, and this was like each of the other three characters, what they're doing. Plastic Man's trying to like reconcile with his ex-wife and see his son, and his son's get plastic powers.
That very first appearance, because you can just see him, he's the hose on the back of the wall, the fire extinguisher, and they just his head just pops out. I was like, oh, that's great.
So that's good. And again, it's they hate him basically. It's like, go away, you're not dad to me.
It's like, but I was an egg, and they're like, yeah, screw you.
We don't care.
Story.
I love how Plastic's like, come on, honey, you knew what you were getting into.
It's funny.
You knew I could be an egg for 5 years.
So that's what Plastic Man's up to. Rex is doing terrible getting a job. He has no like provable skills. Everything's like, I was a superhero. I can fly things.
I was a Tomb Raider,
but no licenses.
Yeah, first he's like, I was an explorer, and they're like, well, actually, you're a little more of a Tomb Raider. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna argue that. Like, that was fun.
But then he has a fight with the missus because she's like, well, you wanted this. You wanted to be normal, and then he's kind of like, you know what? I was good being kind of a weirdo though.
The bit in the job office, he's like, maybe I could be a bodyguard or security or something. And the woman's there like, I don't think so.
Yeah, that was a reasonable suggestion. Not? Yeah, that like he looks like he's tough enough to do that.
He looks punches people. Like
he looks perfect to be a bodyguard or in security. It's like, throw him in. He'll be fine.
Yeah, last I checked, you didn't need a degree in economics to be a bodyguard, but
right.
But maybe I'm out of the loop on the bodyguard qualifications. Yeah. But so that was basically that. So it was kind of like I liked his stuff the most from a character perspective, I think, because it was like him realizing he always complained about wanting to be normal, and he finally got to be normal, and he's like, what?
It's kind of boring.
I've been a weirdo for so long. I've been this monstrous like superhero for so long that's what I'm good at. That's what I do. That's what I know.
Well, it's kind of the Thing went through the same thing through Fantastic Four stories. But he wanted to be made normal, and then finally he's made normal, and he's like, well, I miss being the Thing. And here we just got a condensed version of that, which was nice. So,
yeah.
And then Linya going back to her home planet, and this whole welcome home ceremony isn't what it seems.
Yeah, she's been auctioned off to bachelors, basically, because they want an arranged marriage. And she's like...
So they can have an offspring.
And she's basically, you know what? I think I kind of like being on Earth as a superhero instead. So, no, I liked all that stuff. This was like a good little bit of development for all the characters. I think Rex especially got a lot out of it. And it was like, here's where they all are. And, the cover kind of implies... This is one of these things where I think this cover's probably going to be more suited to the next issue, because Terrific's probably going to get into trouble, and the other three are going to have to choose to come and, help him. But Terrific, so we come back to Terrific at the end, and he tracks down Java, but Java's been going around the multiverse killing other Terrifics from other Earths. And he's on one where it's actually Terrific's wife, who's the Terrific on this world.
Yeah, this is
Earth 23.
Yeah, but the Superman from Action Comics, from Morrison's.
Action 9
was a great issue of Action.
So, which is nice that it ties into a world that we already know about. That's cool. So Java's like, yes, I've got my new team. I've got the Dreadfuls. So he's got his own evil Plastic Man. He's got Phantom Boy, who's this little goth-looking asshole. And then like a robot dude who's standing in for Metamorpho. So, which is fun. I like that. I also like that because we know it's Java now, he doesn't have the mask, he just has the hood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just...
It's a nice look.
Yeah. No, I like this issue quite a bit. I thought this was a nice breather, but it also set up where we're going next now that we've got an arch nemesis.
I think Bogdanovich, again, I've said before, not my first choice of artist for this book, even though I think he's a good artist.
Yeah.
I think even less so in this issue where it's the downbeat issue. Bogdanovich excels in action.
Yeah, that's fair.
So all this the Loki issue, I would have definitely given to someone else personally. It's not bad though. I just think it's not necessarily.
Yeah, no,
the best
I think
fit.
the art's solid. It's just maybe it wouldn't be your first choice because I mean we've had Eaglesham, we've had Shaner on this book, and I think they're better suited for this book. But
yeah, someone a bit more poppy, brighter colors, cleaner inks,
But I won't say no to Bogdanovich art.
Yeah.
It's still it's objectively good art. It's just maybe not the best fit for the book.
I would happily take his art over someone who I just dislike. Even if their art was technically more suited.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But no, I thought this was a solid issue as Matt's running off to. Oh, I just shut the door. I thought we were going to go and deal with some dogs.
Someone else's problem.
Hey.
All right, no, I thought the book was good. I'm actually excited for the next issue. It's interesting because it feels like these last few issues of Lemire's, because we know he wrote up to 14. It seems like these last few issues are going to be about how the team decide to actually stay being a team, even though they're not forced to anymore.
Yeah, I feel like that's the end of Lemire's run.
Yeah.
Is okay, no, the team.
And do they choose to have another writer come in? Because issue 14 in the solicits did not say it was the final issue, so
it did not. But as we mentioned, there was a few things that we know of the final issue that didn't say it in that. Yeah.
Real quick, not about this last issue stuff, but I just realized that the vampiric plastic man has wings on him, and that's a nice little touch that I didn't realize until just right now.
I just can't wait for Goth Phantom Boy to get his head kicked in by Lemire. That's just all I'm excited about.
You really don't like goth kids, do you, Pete?
Not all goth kids, but this guy looks like he listens to My Chemical Romance, and that is worthy of a head kicking.
I don't dispute that. They do not have a good album.
They have a good album.
No, they don't.
Is pretty fun.
No. Matt needs a head kicking.
Bear in my existence, that stupid band. All right, Matt, what are you giving this terrific issue?
Oh, this was an 8. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I like the Bogdanovich art. I think a little bit more than you guys, but
Connor.
Yeah.
6.5. It's all right.
Feels low given what you said, but all right. I will go with. I think I'll go with an 8 as well. I actually like. I almost forgot how much I liked this book, and then this issue came around and said, "Hey, here's why you like it. You like these characters." And it focused on that, so I'll go with an 8 as well.